Everyone. Welcome to EPM Chronicles and Confessions. We're here with Ioanna Karra. Ioanna, please introduce yourself and your EPM journey.
Hello, everyone. As first, I would like to thank you, Tim, for this nice opportunity. I'm so glad for being here and discuss with a wide audience the subjects that we have discussed for many other times that we were talking together. So, my name is Ioanna Karra. I'm a tech professional for over 70 years, and for the last 7 years, I'm dedicated as a product owner for EPM in a large food retailer, leading a team of 10 EPM consultants and developers. I love my role because it allows me to meet my three deepest and biggest passions, which are building strong relationships, deliver value, and also passion for technology and innovation. If I can summarize what I'm doing at the end of the day, is to deliver technological solutions that help organizations to improve their financial health and ride the waves of uncertainty and changing conditions. That's why, for me, EPM is a perfect fit. It includes breathtaking dynamic functionalities that turn EPM to the cornerstone of the technological solutions for decision-making processes within an organization. And as we all know, decisions can either break the future of an organization. So who wouldn't like to have a tool to support the best decision making? If you ask me how my journey started, I would say that it was a very unique way in my career as a tech lead, because all the other tech leads wanted and desired to move to ERP support and delivery more. It wasn't fancy at that point of time. It didn't have so many use cases among our organization. However, I saw back then a fantastic opportunity to leverage and scale the tool to expand the use cases. And from the 3 applications that we used to have 7 years ago, now we have 27. It's a perfect example of scaling and leveraging of the technology for VPM. So if you have any questions regarding how it is evolved, I'm here to answer that.
Fantastic. The next question is really misconceptions of EPM, because we have a lot of friends, family, and we do quite a complex career or subject matter. How do you explain to others what you do, or has there been some funny misconceptions what you do?
Well, Tim, the funniest misconception is when an end user thought that EPM stood for Excel performance management, because yes, he was only using Excel. So
Yeah.
he didn't realize that underneath there were so many other layers and so many other components. So for me, we had a good laugh back then, and I explained the actual concept of EPM.
Fantastic. So what has been your biggest EPM challenge, and how did you address that?
Challenge, everywhere it is a challenge. Every project, every solution is a perfect candidate to fail, and challenges are everywhere. But for me, the hugest challenge, it's not a technology challenge, it's more aligning multifunctional teams across the organization with different interests, with different, let's say, scopes, because also EPM is quite unique on what offers to an organization. It offers a big diversity of solutions. So managing all the various stakeholders, cross-functional, it is a big challenge. So for me, how I was able to overcome it is to set up regular stakeholders meetings to foster the open communication and the dialogue, but also to emphasize that we have a common goal. And which is the common goal? To really understand how we are performing all together. I needed to repeat it many times in order to get this alignment.
Wow, fantastic. What's your standout success story, you would say, from your career?
So standout. Okay, successes are, I would say that I'm very proud that each project was delivered on time, but if I can say that it was a success that added a lot of value for our internal customer, but also it added a value for our team, it was during COVID time that we were able to deliver EPM solutions to another brand when we were not able to travel. So we needed to be a little bit creative to communicate with different approaches. And all of that, it was a big success because we learned. It was a learning curve for us. And now we are using this hybrid way of delivering project. But back then, it was a big success because we were not able to understand that we are going to meet this. And we finally met this. We were able to deliver profit and loss statements, balance sheet and cash flow statements for a brand completely remotely, that we have never been in the same room on site with the stakeholders to grasp the requirements, to translate them in technical solutions, to test them. Everything was remotely. And now we are at a big diverse team with 5 different countries, and we are delivering in 5 other different countries solutions. So it was a big learning for everyone.
Wow, that's really good. What's the most rewarding aspect to your career or EPM for you?
The most rewarding is the acceptance that I'm receiving from the stakeholders. It has become more and more important EPM in the organization. They realize the value and they are eager to develop further. So for me, it is rewarding. It includes creativity. It includes expansion, scaling of the solution. It includes all the nice benefits that we can have from a solution. It is very important to me to feel that I'm working for a solution that really matters in an organization. I feel important as well.
Fantastic. No, that's really good. Have you got any funny moments in your career that you can share with us?
Funny moments, yes. It was very unpleasant moment, the one, but afterwards it was very funny because we were all laughing. It was when I was new to EPM. At that point of time, the infrastructure was running by the support of the infrastructure. All the servers underneath were supported by a team, an internal one. We didn't host the infrastructure services at that point of time. So this team, they didn't have any alignment with the functional teams. They were just unplugging the machines to patch them. And we were all the times losing, our data because, if you're accidentally try to disconnect the servers from the application, it drops and then you realize that it's a completely mess. It was very hard times, but it was funny because every time we were trying to think that, okay, these things cannot happen to us. We're in a dream. It is not reality that we are losing data. It is not reality that we don't have, the full backups that we wanted because it was also destroying the restore of the backup, this kind of situation. Of course, I went a little bit mad, but that we were able to manage this with some humor in order to remain, for our sanity to remain intact.
Definitely. Fantastic. So you're a leading lady in EPM. I mean, what are the challenges of, you would say, regarding women in EPM? And also, if women want to come into this career, what's the kind of advice you'd give?
Yes, in general, technology is somehow like a fragmented industry for women, but they need to be stubborn. They need to insist. They need to remember that they can do whatever they can, and they need to never forget to seek for help. We are not here today just because we have learned or we have attended some classes. We are here today because we have grasped the help and the support from others. So us as women, we tend to be autonomous and to be shy in asking for help. For me, this is a catalytic change in my life. I ask for help, and this is what I advise all women in EPM, especially because it's a very wide range of solutions that it includes. Seek help. Don't feel that you are alone, and try to investigate, to learn from your mistakes, and to proceed.
Fantastic. Great advice there. So EPM's changing. There's a lot of competition, a lot of new products. just consultants, all sorts of things. How do you keep in tune? I know I've seen a lot of some of the blogs you've done on LinkedIn. It's really fantastic. But how do you keep in tune with the trends and competition and other things too?
It's very difficult because it evolves. It is an ever-evolving solution. I attend some webinars. I'm reading, for example, a lot of journals. I'm following you, Tim. So indeed, it is very difficult. But also, I try to understand how our business, which are the pain points of our business. So I try to make a perfect match of which are the pain points where they want to go, and trying to find the best piece that makes a perfect fit for this particular challenge that our business is facing.
Sure.
It's a combination. It is like you need to be like a surgeon, that you find the appropriate spot to locate and then to make the surgery.
Fantastic. So, like yourself, I love Oracle on premises. HFM is like, wow, I still have dreams about it. But what would make you switch to another technology? In terms of what's out there, because we've been so long in the Oracle EPM space. What are you looking out for there?
Yes, Tim, I think that EPM is great. It is very robust as a solution, but I would love to see other tools that have advanced features in collaboration, asynchronous collaboration. So this would increase the speed, and also tools that have a lot of agility. How we can make plans that they have a short lifespan, but they can become actions. It is a difficult. I mean, we need to, and I'm pretty certain that there are plenty of other tools out there and other solutions that are fulfilling all of them. When you have, a big experience with one tool, and you have a big maturity, and you have leveraged whatever possibility you have, then you have also a lot of high expectations of another tool.
Okay.
It is a little bit more difficult to find, So for me, it's a more dynamic collaboration, future for collaborating together, future that are enabling business agility, increased, of course, AI predictability, with models that make sense in a natural language model. And also better supporting the business needs. So this would be, for me, the key differentiators in order for a new tool to arrive in my career in one organization as well.
Fantastic. Related question, really. Where do you see EPM in the next 5 years? How it's evolving and things like that?
It evolves pretty fast. We don't really know what will come tomorrow, if you ask me. We see a big bloom of new cloud solutions, and I think that it will become even more data-driven and AI-powered. And this is what also the organizations are looking for. They are looking for leveraging the predictability that an EPM tool can bring. And they will bring a little bit of more clarity and better informed decisions, if I would say. The KPIs and the data will speak by themselves, by itself. This is what the organizations would love, and I think that all the software companies will work towards this vision, to have self-explanatory stories, rather than having, the traditional roles of data scientist, data analyst, and then we have a story. But if the EPM can already produce a story by itself, it would be, the next miracle in this field.
Yeah, definitely. Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming onto the podcast today.
Thank you so much.
Looking forward to maybe future podcasts too. I know you do lots of blogs. I encourage people to have a look at Ioanna's blogs out there on LinkedIn. Thank you so much, and have a great day, and talk to you very soon.
Talk to you, Tim. Thank you for this opportunity again. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.